Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Strat Gamer here, providing with the new Transport Fever 2 episode. We are back with the campaign, chapter 1. We're going to now cover mission 5. Don't hesitate to use the chapter functionality of YouTube if you want to now move directly to the gameplay. Otherwise, I'm going to show you the introduction video.
It's the dawning of the 20th century. Russia, at the turn of the century. Tsar Nicholas II rules with an iron fist. Anyone who dares to be thrilled by far too dangerous ideas is summarily sent to the endless vastness of Siberia. But many are here of their own free will. Arriving from the overpopulated East, they hope for a better life. The longest railway in the world is going to make it possible.
Okay, so once again, we're moving to completely different region of the world, Russia, and we're slowly but surely moving in time. That will also unlock new vehicles, and I'll show you, of course, how to get those 3 bonus tasks. Okay, let's dive in. And while it loads, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Go into strategy games, city building games, simulations. That's exactly what I cover. And also don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Your thoughts about this episode, requests for future episodes, particular, what do you want to see about Transport Fever 2? Do you want to continue seeing the campaign? Do you want to see me doing, a very difficult playthrough or a very simple one in 19th century, 21st century? You tell me. Love to hear your thoughts. And here we go. Russia at the turn of the century.
People don't necessarily head for Siberia voluntarily.
I wouldn't.
Once they're here, they soon learn to love the taiga intimately.
Maybe.
Now, the longest railway in the world is supposed to be completed here. You head a key ministry within the Tsarist Empire. That's why the Tsar has entrusted you with this prestigious project.
At the end of the road. Okay, so you can see the maps are getting bigger. We have a big, sort of, let's say, the sea is probably there, but yeah, river, almost like a lake here, right? Between 2 cities on that side and 2 on that other side. So there's definitely gonna be bridges or maybe boats to be used. Let's dive in.
Greatness lies ahead. Soon it will be completed, the railway line that crosses the continent. But the most important leg is still missing. The section all around Lake Baikal, the golden clasp of the Russian belt of steel. The terrain along the lake shore is treacherous and requires meticulous preparation. Take the necessary measures so that construction can begin soon. First of all, feeder routes to the shores of Lake Baikal must be built so that supplies of materials always remain insured.
Okay, so it is indeed a lake, Lake Baikal. And show that the steel production, so here, is collected and connects to Irkutsk to Port Baikal. Okay, here. And this one, Ulan-Ude to Baikal. Okay, here. So basically, we need to feed here to the steel. We need to connect these two, and we need to connect over here. They don't talk about this city in the middle, but maybe we just connect so all together. What is that here? We can see another train station here, or cargo. Okay, so let's start by order. Let's start with the steel. Could use train, especially for this one, or we could use roads. It's not that far. The question is also about where this is going to be delivered. Could change it later. You can see here that there's a port cargo station with rail. So maybe we do rail over, just to show you also what's possible. We can do rail from here to there, but then roads this way. Okay, so let's dive in. We are paused. I'm just going to extend that a bit. Okay. The main reason I'm doing that is because for trains, you need a bit of a runway, honestly. Okay, so start with the train building. This is basically a terminus station, and I don't think we're gonna need to go from there to there through here. So let's just put a terminus station. We probably don't need something that long. We're still quite at the beginning of the century. Maybe even this is a bit long. You can use Shift and N and M to rotate slightly. Okay, that's perfect. Is that in range? I didn't even check. Well, why am I not seeing the line? So it's not in range, my bad. I would love to have a move instead of destroy. That's quite annoying, to be honest, but that's life. Okay, now it is in range. So you want to put it as far as you can because you're going to make more money. And why do I say that? Is because the money is based on the distance, like the straight distance, but also taking as the longer it is, the more money you make, but then it needs to be as straight as possible between the two. Okay, so track, now we're gonna need to turn, of course. We already have here part of it. You know, you could drag it completely like this and then we can check. Now this is pretty good because once again we're still early in the in time, and therefore it's not like our trains are gonna go 300 kilometers per hour anyway. So 120, 90. There's a bit of an elevation though. Can we reduce? Oh no, the elevation is also from here. Okay, I didn't see that one. We could have flattened here, but that's fine. We're gonna leave it for now like this. Okay, so first mission is good, I think, unless we missed something. No, I think we're good. Now let's produce the steel, and as we said, we're going to go by road, make a road like this. So this one is only 40, this one is 60, so it's just a bit better. As straight as we can. And here, similarly, you know, we have two choices. Either, first of all, let me do something like this to show you. This is still connected. That's great. You know, we could, of course, go like this and then like this, but that's not the straight line. That will generate a lot less revenue than if we were to do like this. So that's what we're going to do. But though, we need to check if there's a tunnel or not. There is that. There is indeed a tunnel, so it will cost us quite a bit of money. You know, if you were doing, let's say, especially a difficult playthrough, you're at the beginning of your game, you probably wouldn't do that, right? You would go here, you check the lines, and then you would probably go like this, which is not as straight, but at least is not as terrible as all of the way here. Now we have money and all of this, so let's just go ahead and make that tunnel. It's quite a long tunnel, you can see, but it will work, no problem. Then we can get depots. This is for your bus and tram, this is for your truck session, so that's the one we need here. Once again, you know, a small tip that you can get from here is don't hesitate to just do this. And we're gonna make more money. I'm happy to do a video on this if you don't believe me, but we're gonna make more money by putting this thing here as far as possible than the opposite. okay, here. And then similarly here, I could put it as far as there. I won't do it just because I want to avoid, traffic here. So I'm just gonna make it just a bit simple and put it here. And actually, we don't even need something like this. We can just have this like that. Okay. Similarly, for this one, I'm just going to put it here. And here we can put it a bit further. You can also make, actually, let me show you, we don't need a platform on the left and on the right. We only need one platform right at this point. And you can either make it like this, or we could also make it a bit more like this, where you have an entry point. And let me show you actually what I mean. I'm gonna do one just for fun. Observe that. Okay, let's put it as far. This looks fine. Let's turn it just a bit. Okay. So now if we go into it, and why is that important, for example, to only have one platform and not two, is because each platform costs you money. So, if you're making a difficult game, you actually don't want that many platforms. On the other hand, you probably want quite a long one. And maybe you can start, with only two, but then improve later on because you don't want to be, you're going to need some stock, let's say. So, you can make a one-way entrance, one-way exit, and then two roads on each side to join here. Now we do need also a depot that you can put pretty much anywhere you want, as long as it's somehow connected to the road that you're talking about. So for example, right now, it will go over the tunnel, so that's fine. Then we create our two lines, starting with this one. This is the core, if I'm not mistaken. So this is truck core, not cool core. And what I really think is important is to wait to have the resources. They can wait as much as they want. You can, if you want, also do something like this, where you're going to choose only coal, nothing else. You can see that it's working well, where they're going to go here, in, out, no crossing, and therefore there can't be any traffic jam, which is one thing you definitely want to try to avoid. Similarly here, do this, deliver here, and this is iron, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, we want to just wait, load this one. Yes, iron ore, perfect. And then we just need to buy a few vehicles. We have a few choices. This is horses, this is diesel, so this will have more emissions, right? 64 versus 76. If we were in a city, that would be quite bad, but we're not in a city. They go just a bit faster in terms of acceleration, and also they have more capacity. So let's go for these ones. Let's get 10 for now. Can always change that later. These ones are gonna go on coal. These ones are gonna go on iron, and we can start it. Just see them leave at the depot. Can follow maybe one or two around. So they're going to go inside. This is only 20 kilometers an hour, right? So it doesn't go that fast. What's good is they don't slow down till they get here. Just get the call, 6 out of 6 in the bottom left. And now it's going back. I'm going to deliver it. Right now in negative because we're getting the maintenance. It hasn't delivered anything yet. Those ones are obviously going to, the road between this one is a lot shorter than these ones. And when you see that here it's 2 and 2 to make 1, that means we're going to need as much coal as iron. Therefore, we're going to need more here. So I can already go ahead and it's probably at least twice, maybe 3 times the size. So let's double it right away. You can see we're already losing because we don't have enough. We can probably increase it more. Can configure this one a bit. This is costing a lot because we're destroying the mountain here. And this is where you see where this layout is not that great versus the layout maybe on the road, because now they go all over the way like this. And they will also, actually they will have to, they won't have to cross, so that's good. But if it were, you know, turn around like this, like the other one we did, then they would at least be already on their way over here. But anyway, that's all good. This will now start quite soon when it gets delivered. Now let's connect also this one. They don't, oh, so we have the right here and this one there. Okay, let's do that one. Not loving this. Let me just delete it. Okay, 120 all the way. That's perfect. Probably not 120 there, but that's fine because that's the exit anyway. So first one done. Let's move to the second over there. We have, yes, we have a train line over here already. There is also the train line here. Okay, so we could go either through the mountain, then we'll have to go turn again, or maybe just along the road there. It's probably fine. We'll create some emissions, but you know, this is not the end of the world at this point in the game. Oh, we have a tunnel there. May want, well, let's connect first and then let's see. So for now, 1,600,000, that's not too bad. 1.4, that's not too bad. But it goes through the city. So now that's also something that's not really great, is you can't move just, you know, a part of that, except if you construct just slowly but surely, which we can do. It's not the end of the world. You know, if I go there like this, for example, that's fine. Then I can continue it like this. And here I should be able to finish it now. Okay.
The golden clasp for the Russian belt of steel isn't called that for nothing. One day it will encircle Lake Baikal like a piece of jewelry. The construction calls for extraordinary skill, and the whole thing costs a huge pile of money. Get started on creating the first stage of the line, which will go down in history as a masterpiece in the art of engineering. Good planning is essential. The surveying work shows that 2 possible routes suggest themselves for the line. You have the final say.
Okay, so longer construction time but lower material cost, or shorter construction time but with higher material cost. Let's go with shorter.
Well, that's the way it should be. All that has to be done now is to have everything brought to the construction site.
Okay, so we're producing our steel here, which is in the range of this train station there, and we need to deliver it here at the construction site. So let's go ahead, create a new line from here to there. This is train. Train, sorry about that. Steel. Okay, we want definitely to wait as long as you want. We only want steel. Okay, now we do need to have, we have No, we don't have a train depot. Depending on where we put it, it could also be a problem. So let's do something like this. It's fine. Let's just put it here for now. Can always fix that later if needed. Right now there's only one train, you know, it's fine. Oh, and we do have...
Take a walk through town and advertise for the worthy cause of sable breeding.
This one is faster, it can go to 60, but this tractive effort is only 95 with a power of 400. Versus this one, it has less power but more tractive effort and lower top speed. Oh, and this one, okay, actually has higher top speed but lower tractive effort than here. Okay, and the other thing we need to check is actually the bulks. So we're gonna use this one, and this one is limited at 50. So for example, this 60 is overkill because we will only reach 50 at this point at least. So maybe let's go for this one now with a couple of these. You can see right now we're still at good, which means, you know, for example, 45 kilometers on flat will take 30 seconds to get to that speed. Of course, we'll increase now to 37 seconds. One thing though that you may not know is you can actually put several. If I put 2, no, you can even put it at the end, doesn't actually matter, but if I put 2, now we're back to excellent. We're only 21 seconds. Of course, it costs a lot more also in terms of maintenance, but you may want to do that to have one long train instead of 2 small trains, because the small trains will also oh, actually I did put the wrong one, sorry. We wanted this one, right? Because also if you have several trains and you need to manage things like signals, etc., where you don't need that now. You do need to be careful about the size. We saw that we put a 120 you know, station, so we can't go more than that. We're already at mediocre. It's terrible. This one only has, it's the power that's really not that great. This one actually had a very good power. No, these ones are bad. I wonder if I can actually put one of these, mix it up. I won't read to speed, but at least it's giving me the acceleration. Because there are, if you remember on the way back, there are some slope. Okay, perfect. We're still in good. Still 30 seconds, that's quite good. Okay, 5 million. Expensive, but let's do it. You can also actually check if we're making money on, we're at least making money on those two things right now. We can see that the rate, oh, there's perfect same rate. So that means, you know, we put exactly the right number of cars, but we don't have exactly the same. It's probably because this one, yeah, you see the rate is not exactly the same, plus this one started earlier. So that's why we have a bit more. Let's just add few. I mean, we can definitely add more because there's very little storage versus the total production. So, and this is gonna make us money. So I'm not complaining. Let's go here. Let's double them. And this one we said, let's put a few more actually. Okay. Where is our train? Here. So now he's waiting, obviously, to get that production because we told him to wait as long as possible. new cars. So maybe, and this could go to 80, see? So, but we didn't get a new locomotive. So our fastest locomotive was still 60. So again, this would be sort of a overkill to buy, for example, this one. It would be overkill because you pay for 80 kilometers, but your fastest train is 50 or 60. What is it? Yeah, 60. And why is it overkill? Because now you're gonna pay, almost 100,000 a year in maintenance, versus for this one you're only paying 33,000. Here, this is delivering. Sure, we're making even more money now. This one is making big loss because we haven't delivered yet. Hopefully, when we deliver 84, we're gonna make tons of money. Let's do in the meantime this thing. Establish a bus route with at least 3 stations and drive it. And they don't say where, so let's do it here while we are here. I like also to close a bit my roads, make it a bit more easy for buses to go around. That seems fine now. So we go to the buildings, put a few bus stations, maybe one here. I'm driving on this side of the road, one there, and maybe one over here. Not perfect, but it will do. We do need a bus depot because this one is not linked at all to here. So let's make that happen. Okay, let's drive the route. That's gonna create pollution. So one thing you can do, it's still good. I'm still gonna have pollution here. Now let's leave it like this for now. That's fine. Sorry about that. So this is here. Bus. Okay. We do need to buy some buses. So we actually have only one choice, which is this one. Buy 5. Doesn't cost as much. So these ones are gonna be running inside the city. So I want to put their maintenance high so their condition stays high and therefore their emissions don't increase. Versus for something like this is fine. They can go into bad conditions. I don't care because they are not creating pollution for any city. There's no city here, right? We're still not making enough iron ore. We're also getting too much traffic now. This is not enough. It would be best to basically have a second depot. So to have 2 roads, but then yeah, I can do that. It's not the end of the world. So they don't have to wait more. I can do something like this. It may create a small traffic jam here, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, you can see it is white, so it is in range. Oh, actually, no, that's fine. We're good. Oh, well, let's see a bit more. It's because obviously what happened is we launched a lot of new.
Leg has been completed. Tsar Nicholas is extremely pleased, but the terrain is treacherous. A muddy quagmire in the summer, frozen solid in winter. Thanks to stable steel structures, the tracks are luckily going to stay right where they are.
And so as I was saying, what happened is we launched, I think it was 14 new trucks at the same time. So they all came back at the same time. Now they're a bit more spread apart. So we should be good. But at some point, we're definitely going to have too many on the road. And then you'll need another if you want to continue there. Establish a station, but so why is we need to drive it, they say. So let's just drive it. We are in a nice city. It's one thing I do like about Transport Fever 2. This level of detail is quite cool, honestly. You can drive around and see what's happening. You know, what's written on the buildings, some special buildings. We are now in the industry part of town. Not sure where. Oh, here. Here's the bus stop. Is there anybody waiting? Oh, we didn't stop. That's not nice. Establishable. Did I? There are 3 stations, yeah. Anyway, let's leave it running for a while. Let's just look at what we need to do next.
Nothing happens without materials. Now make sure that they are ready and waiting by the time the next leg is to be completed.
Okay, so one thing you can see is that's not good. Because we're barely, I mean, we're back in negative already when we just delivered, right? So why is this thing? Oh, I think this thing is not working. Okay.
From Europe is eager to shoot a bear. As luck would have it, construction work has driven off most of the bears. But as for the women, they are relatives of the Tsarina herself, so a bear is an absolute must. The circus currently performing in Irkutsk has a tired old circus bear. Maybe things could work out in the end.
Okay. Okay, so for our main mission, we need to take that stone here and deliver it here. We could use this railway here. We could drive. We could build a completely different one. We could also take a boat, actually. Boat from here to there. But we already built the railway, so let's just continue with that. Once again, I think a terminus station is totally fine. We're gonna need to put it probably somewhere on here. It needs to be in range, so let's check that right away before doing anything else. Is that in range? Probably, even just to make sure. So if we click on it, yes, this is in range, totally fine. Now we do need a track. And then I need to go here. It's gonna need to slow down here. Not that much we can do about it. It's fine. We're not doing a full optimization here. You can see there's some terrains there for sure. Is there a train station? No, of course not. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna do something like this. Means that the train can go both ways. Perfect. Okay. Drive from here to there. This is train stone. And here we're just gonna be a bit smarter than what we did before, because as you can see, we only need 60. So, and after it, I think this closes, like this thing here closed, and we can't deliver more. So let's not wait for 80 and let's just deliver 60. Okay, so let's buy a train. Let's also just not be too fussy. Need stone. This one. 60 capacity, 28, 60. Perfect. Okay, well, something is wrong here. At least 3 stations. There are 3 stations. What's going on? Maybe there's... And there's people even there. Do I need to drive it through 3 stations? Let's just wait quickly. I mean, our stones are being delivered anyway. While we're here, don't hesitate to leave any comments below. Press the like button if you're liking what you're seeing or hearing. Also, to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of Anno 1800, Transport Fever, Age of Empire, and many other games that I cover. Don't hesitate to do that. So now we're getting to our first station. Okay, we stopped, which is great. Let's see the second station coming up soon. This is a part of town we haven't really looked at before. This is definitely residential here. Where is that station? You can see a depot over there. Here's the station. This is number 2. And where is number 3? We're now gonna cross, I mean, we're still in residential, clearly. I think we're gonna get into a commercial area soon. You can see some shops. Town is still obviously 19th century, beginning of 20th century. There's not that many skyscrapers and things like this, obviously. Okay. No, still 1 out of 3. I don't understand. Let me just put more bus stops. And the station.
What a disgrace. In reality, the Association of Sable Breeders turned out to be a group of subversive subjects who are conspiring to overthrow the Tsar. You must prevent the meetings at all costs.
Find the meeting points for the conspiracy and demolish them. Okay. And I think this is in this city, if I remember correctly.
The geopolitical situation is coming to a head. Trouble is brewing on the eastern borders of the Empire. Time is short. See to it that the route is completed in good time so that the necessary logistics infrastructure is ready if worst comes to worst. The Tsar cannot be disappointed under any circumstances. In other words, get going. Hurry up. Get everything that's needed here quickly so that the railroad is completed on time.
Yeah. House of the Sable Breeder Club 2. That's how we're gonna get this one. We need to find houses that are not in color. 1 out of 3. Don't know if there's a timer somewhere. I did it a long time ago, so I don't remember.
Material is constantly disappearing from the construction sites. And just what might be the cause? There are rumors that a mysterious creature is prowling around the taiga. A well-known shaman supposedly knows what to do. The shaman can be found on a mountain in the southeast.
Okay, so we got this one. Now we are gonna need to do this. This one is probably gonna make us negative money now. Where is it? Because this is not requesting. Yeah, this thing is not requesting things anymore. So this will just wait because there's nothing to deliver it to. Or is it? Wait, it's empty. I did put this. Oh, I put 3 minutes. So it waited 3 minutes and then going. Anyway, we can just sell it for now. So this one is done. Let's do the shaman. It's easy.
The shaman has spoken. There's no doubt that the mysterious monster of the taiga is responsible. The only way it can be appeased is with offerings of precious jewels. The gemstones are supposed to be found on the steepest slope to the southwest.
That's here. Oops. You can see the red thing here. Steep. So now you go into your terrain tool. We're going to dig. We can also make it bigger, stronger.
What wonderful
Here it
waves.
is.
They radiate an extremely unusual energy.
So that's basically not a gemstone, that's uranium. Let's bring into the shaman.
The shaman was kind enough to hand over the gems to the taiga monster. He said it would be too dangerous for anyone else. Sure enough, the thing seems to be appeased. At any rate, no more material is vanishing into thin air.
Okay, we're gonna need to deliver the stone and the steel here. So we already have a long rail there, so let's just finish it if we can. I don't know if it's sometimes blocked, I don't remember. No, a prohibited area. It says. So actually we can't. So what we need to do is to deliver it here and then send it there, I guess. So let's start with the boat. Boat. Both of them have 2 compartments, just the size. And let's just do 70, that's big enough. But now we do need to do this first. Okay, we're gonna want you to wait. We're gonna want stones. Okay. So now we can put again. Now let me just finish everything. Which is now here there is 2 stations, so that's perfect. The only thing is that I can deliver. So let me just change that. So this one here currently is delivering to that station when actually it should deliver here. So we're gonna just click here, put number 1. So now it's delivering here, so that now we can put another train to go here. And that's what we're gonna do right away. Go from there to here. And that's train, steel, and stone. And that's boat, stone. Okay. And now we're gonna need to buy a few trains. The first one, and we're gonna need to transport stone. And this one, yeah, we need both stone and so we're gonna need both of these things. Maybe one long train. Let's do that. You know, can put like 28, 28. Okay. Five of each. So that's fine. That's 104. That's still good. So yeah, I like this one. And this one is going to go on steel and stone. Then we do need to buy. Oops. What did I do? Oh, it's the same. No, I don't want to buy the same. I will buy this one indeed. I mean, 35, that's fine, but then I probably don't need that. Yeah, that's fine. So this one, I mean, even it could even be shorter to be honest, but that's fine. This one goes on the steel. And then we need a similar one for the stone, but this one can be actually long. Because it has a long way to go, so I don't want him to do too many back and forth. Okay, this one goes on stone. Oh, I bought it in the wrong place, of course. Let's sell it. I tried to buy it here and then send it here. Why you need to buy it there? Okay, so let's do that again. Okay. I didn't buy it. Perfect. I should have gone over there. That's fine. This is producing because Knight sees it is needed somewhere. This one is probably starting to get full. Yeah, perfect. You can see if it's gonna make money or not. You see now we have too much of those guys. Let's put a few more of these. But we are definitely not producing as much as we can. We could make it even more and we would make even more money. All of the other ones right now just started, so they are not making money. Bus is making money, so that's good. But all of these haven't delivered yet, right? Only this one is going to deliver soon. Almost there. See, it's not delivered. You can also check a bit of speed, increasing quite nicely. We'll see over there if it's... Oh, there's actually not that much elevation because we're already up. So we go to 50, which is our max speed, quite quickly. And then all the way to the end. That's pretty good. Oh, but we're not making... Okay, we're not making enough money at all with this one. That's life. I mean, we're, you know, in a, let's say, normal playthrough, we wouldn't do it. But here it's the mission. We don't really have a choice. So we have steel, but we don't have stone yet. I don't remember if I put this guy to wait or not. You can see if no, he's not waiting. He's going, which is fine for now. Next time it's gonna get some stone anyway, so that'd be good. Okay, so the steel started. Now the stone is still on its way. And let's do this one while we're at it. Need to bring people to the circus. Which I guess means we need a bridge here. Or maybe... Yeah, that's fine, I just do it here. Okay, do need a bus stop. Perfect. And we can just add it to our bus route here. That's not right. That makes more sense. Okay. That should be on its way. The steel is done. The stone is also on its way. You can see that the cargo, the length of the station is not enough. We could increase it. We can't actually. I don't know if it's because the rail. But it's fine, it's going to deliver just now. And that one is making good money actually. Nice lake. Going back. It's a pretty nice locomotive. The second one behind, and then it's
Railroad
empty.
project that has just been completed has safeguarded Russia's influence in Eastern Asia. Japan takes a very dim view of it. It has declared war on the Tsarist Empire and promptly attacked. The point now is to act as fast as possible.
Is this not connected somehow? Or maybe my people are just empty. But anyway, let's move to that one here.
Ensure that the supplies of materiel for waging war get to the Eastern Front.
Munitions. So this is munitions being produced, and then here delivered. Okay. So we need to go from there all the way over here. The good thing is that this railway has been finished now. On the other hand, this won't work anymore. There's no more,
The
there's nothing to transport.
the tired bear to you for a supply of logs. He can use them to replace the rotten poles for the big top.
Let's sell all of these. They're not useful anymore. Okay. 150, so that's definitely a big train or 2 trains. Let's start by making the line here all the way there. You can see now it works. Let's wait for full load because this is so long. You definitely don't want to do it without everything. This is a train, munitions. Okay, and let's see. I'll still make 2 of these. Now munitions. You can see they do have a high capacity though. So even if we won't reach the top speed, that is pretty good in terms of capacity for probably the size. Because right now I want to make a very long one. Yeah, that's fine. That costing me a lot of money. Okay. So basically, it'll just need to do 2 ways. And while this is happening, let's focus on the log. So now the circus requires wood, log, that is produced here. So that is not that hard. Just make a road. Can try to avoid most of the city, so there's not too much pollution. We have a depot here, so that's fine. Just create that new line. Oh, I completely forgot a lot of things. So we need a truck station once again. Maybe we can just do it simple like this. And an unload. fine. So new line. Oh, already I made one, sorry. I just need to make sure I take the right one here. Wait for the logs. So this is truck log. Okay, let's buy a few. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, this will go into the city, so maybe we want this one actually. Yeah, that's fine. 10 of these. Can sell them later anyway. And it is. Okay. So our money has definitely decreased now because of the big train, the huge train that we bought here. Where is that train? Oh, come back. There's no point in you all going all the way empty. Should have seen that before. And that's basically because it needs to go this way first. I should have made another going that way, but that's okay. We do have a number of people waiting here, which means we could have more buses. It's also because they now go all the way up here. This is probably making us good money. See, bus is also making us money, and of course this one is not making us money at all because it hasn't delivered anything. It's just costing, but it's coming. See this long train. Let's go say hi to the conductor. And is there a second one? Yes. This one is just chilling. It doesn't have anything to do. Well, at least the good thing is we're gonna be full when we come. I could put a second train. I will just need, you know, a place where they could intersect. We can make that happen pretty quickly. Well, that's fine actually. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but that will do. That's probably enough. Okay, perfect. So then we can okay, loading, perfect. I'll just wait for it to clear that so that it can quickly go out. Because as soon as it goes here, I'm gonna make it go back. The log is starting, so that's fine. Okay.
The hunters have departed empty-handed. The bear disappeared. Word has it that it frightened a postman and stole his bicycle. Then the bear rode off with its tongue sticking out.
Wait, where is that train? Oh, it's here. It came out of this one. Anyway, that's not the end of the world. It's gonna wait here while this one comes. Bit longer than what I wanted, but not the end. We finished the bear. Obviously making even worse balance now that we bought a second train. You can see it's just waiting here. It has a red light, which will go green when this train clears this one. That's something I do really like about Transfer Fever 2. Can you can have multiple of these, move them around, see what's happening, follow your empire in a sense. Let's follow this one because that's what we're waiting for now. Going to its full speed. Animals. As I previously said, don't hesitate to share in the feedback what you think about this episode, about this series, about this game, requests that you may have for future videos, be it in this game or also other games you've actually tried recently and you think I may be interested in. I'd love to hear about it. And also, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do consider doing it. Just takes you 1 minute to click on the button, 1 second rather, to click on the button, but does help tremendously. And we are almost there. Still full speed, even if it doesn't look like that. And here is the munition station. 2 millions. Wow, we definitely made some good money there. But as soon as we get there, I think it will stop again. That's the problem. Okay, where is the second train? It just arrived over here. So then this one will wait here for that one to arrive. While this is happening, let's check here what's happening. So we're not shipping anything anymore because nobody wants it, but we could make more if we wanted. And to do so, we need more of these guys here, actually. The log is not making, oh yes, because the log, oh, it is actually still wanting some, but only 15, so that's nothing. That's the problem. I have too many of them. Plus, they actually do take quite a while. You can see, given that it's only requesting 15, the production is super low, and so they are just waiting and waiting. Okay, waiting for free pass here, but this one is coming around. Almost there. Perfect. We didn't get a lot of new vehicles during this mission. Definitely no. And we got one car and a few, of these. We got these ones, these three: the box car, the flag car, and the gondola. But that's pretty much it. almost there. Doubling those productions. Because right now we are transporting 50%, so we can double them basically. We're gonna see some traffic jams now.
Despite your active commitment, the war has sadly been lost. And there were times
Oh
when
no!
Tsar was more popular too. But at least the Russian Empire is still left with the most impressive railroad line in the world.
And we did get the 3 bonuses. So I hope you liked this episode. Don't hesitate to press the like button, and I hope to see you next time.